would be James Wade like. His timing in this sport is normally spot on.
He often finds a way, the UK Open champion this year, but he was whitewashed, steamrolled by Luke Humphries in the match play. Wade, and he hasn't had his best year. Needs a big visit here now, and it's coming.
140.
So that applies some pressure.
Still waiting, puts him in a good position in the leg. Merv cannot leave a finish off this 3-4-6, so he can put a big dent in it.
Annoyed at that second dart.
100.
And the third follows. So the solid ton from King. Can Wade hit a couple of trebles?
Merv was a bit stubborn on that last dart. I think he should have been switching it. There we go. James first to a finish. Turn 40, you're thinking Merv. It's a great first dart. He's got to take advantage this time. This is better from the King.
130.
161.
So the 161 for Wade. Could he do this? It's Bull for the machine.
123. Mervyn, you require 108.
A bounce there from James Wade, but making his move. King, 108. Stay there.
Double 18 for King. Oh, just the wrong side of the wire.
38.
It's double 19, or is he going to split it? He does. It's double 10. What a marker. James Wade pitches the opening set with the only break. And after an average start, that's what he...
To talk you through the rest of it, let's rejoin Mark Webster and Adam Smith.
Thanks, Emma. Football aplenty over the weekend. 3 more days of tungsten tension here, and James Wade swooping down, sneaking up as he takes that opening set against the darts of Mervyn King. First to 5 sets, remember, for the quarterfinals. And following this one, we have the fast, ferocious firecracker between Luke Humphries and the 2-time world champion Gary Anderson. And everyone in the media room, and I'm sure all the fans at home, are debating each one of these matches. Mark, you just can't guarantee which way they're going to turn.
No, as I said, quarterfinals in any event should be you're getting down to the business end, the form players. Just going back to that stat that said that James Wade there, the first player to make a quarterfinal without hitting a 180. And if he's speaking about being the first semi-finalist without hitting a 180 in an hour's time, he won't care one jot. He won the first set with 20 and 19 dart leg on throw, then the time of the break, the 15 dart, and the confidence to split the 38. Decision in his mind, and then that reliable double 10, which he won all his legs on, and he has the initiative in this first quarter-final.
Yeah, there would have been a mental dip, surely, from Mervyn King as he trudged off stage, but he's only a set down, and he's been here before. A couple of trebles here might make it interesting. This leg, can't find the second, so Wade for a hold.
Start down the bottom, 35. Double checking. 18. It's a bit of a mess because I thought he may have gone for the 25 with the last start, just to give him that single double combination, but he should be back, James Wade.
55.
Can't even really set it up there, King. So Wade, 62. Will he go 8 then tops? 1 dart. Now way down from James Wade. So, for a break, which will be King's first of the match.
Missed this to break earlier on, and it was on Bull. Bull again. And this time he hits it. Credit Mervyn King. James Wade had his chance in that opening leg, and there's the head shake, but Mervyn King breaks in the opening leg of set 2, just what was needed.
Second leg, Mervyn.
And he knows how important that was to strike back quickly, not allow Wade to get into cruise control and have momentum. But he's got to back it up. They say in tennis, Mark, you break the serve, you've got to serve to win it. So it's no good if Wade comes straight back here, and that 10-40 is an excellent start.
Only a break if you hold next leg, and Mervyn King opened the door already in the first visit.
Didn't need that treble one.
24.
That single. Brilliant. He's had his difficulties with the crowd, Mervyn King, over the years. And James Wade, who's had his difficulties with the maximum in this tournament, shrugs his shoulder, lands his first, and says, who cares? I'm doing all right without them.
He's indeed. He's not been 59. Called into action to hit one. He's been so comfortable. 8 sets played, 3-1 over Kuyvenhoven. Well, 9 now with one here. 4-0 over Clearmaker, and the layup here. This is a great response. You said it was a good response for Mervyn, their first leg, but this, potentially for an 11 darts. We had an 11 darts for the opening leg of the match from Mervyn King. Now we're about to see one from James Wade.
82, James 54.
Mervyn King all over the place there. And Wade to railroad him. Double 10.
34.
But he's got all the time in the world, even a 140 or a maximum from King. Wade will be back with 3 darts to break.
Head shake for Merv. And he knows he hasn't really capitalised on an opening break. It has been a good leg for James. Double 10 again. 4 legs worth, all on double 10. He might be the first player to win a quarter-final all on double 10.
Third leg,
early call for James Wade, finding that side of the board very reliable so far.
He loves it, doesn't he? The lefty from Aldershot, former 3-time semi-finalist here. Could 2022, the early part, be the one for the machine? Finally, his 18th consecutive appearance at the Palace, the 15th for Mervyn King. 2 seasoned stalwarts of the game.
James Wade, 9th quarter-final in a PDC World Championship. Won 3 of them. 1 against Paul Nicholson, 1 against Wes Newton, and in 1 against our co-commentator John Part. John Part was waiting on double top, and Wade took out 85. An Ali Pali classic. James Wade has never gone on and won the semi-final and reached a World Championship final.
It's extraordinary, really, to think about it over the years. The stats are there to be broken, but Mervyn King wants to break right back here.
39.
Topsy-turvy second set. And we love that.
You want to be kept guessing.
100. Mervyn, you require 160.
Mervyn King, 6 on the 160, so if it doesn't go, stay straight. Well, he's got a big chance now with that first dart. But I don't like this shot. Well, it comes off, so he's made me eat my words, but I don't like it because he could have invited pressure. But credit, the execution was right from Mervyn King.
He liked it, Webby. It leaves him double 16. To lead 2-1 and against the darts in this set. Brilliant from King, who fires back again. And James starts to talk to himself. There's going to be all sorts in this first quarter-final. Experience is something they both have, but how they would love to book their place in the semi-final. Wade for the 4th time in his life. King for the 2nd back in 2009. He made the semis.
Eventually lost to Phil Taylor. Defeated Barry Bates in the quarter-final. Mervyn King in 09.
43.
This time Wade can't punish the poor start from King.
There's a pick a treble off here. Poor start from Merv. Is Wade going to punish now? He's had the initiative in the opening leg, Merv, by breaking. He's got it back and just still about in charge of the leg if he scores big here.
Cacophony of noise at the Alexandra Palace. The fans have absolutely loved every session. Great to have had them back. And this a tense leg.
60.
And will that crowd come into play? And who will they favour? James Wade's always been pretty popular. Mervyn King, not quite so, but he was in tears after the way the crowd got behind him when he came back against Raymond Smith. And it'll be fascinating to see if they play a part.
The closer it is, they will, but it's a cagey leg. And a leg.
140.
James Wade has thrown 12 darts as on 158. Mervyn King is stuttering here.
Oh dear.
One treble in the leg from Merv.
60, James, 158.
The pendulum swings again. Wade for a 158, but he'll set up.
90.
And King cannot get out. So Wade will be lurking, waiting with a 2-darter when he comes back to the hockey.
Put some pressure on. Let Mervyn step there. Sometimes players do this, just have the 180 call.
130.
James, though, did make a mess of a 60 earlier on. He drifted into the 5 after the 20.
He nails it again! The double 10! 5 times! Well, that's astonishing.
Rufus. Game on.
I think Merv knew when he needed 20, that one dart might be going straight into the bed. It has. So can Wade hold 4 breaks in this second set?
Well, Merv got out in front in set 1 and let it slip in the 5th leg. He's been out in front here, and is he about to let it slip again? He'll hope that the trend of breaks a throw continues, or he's going 2 sets down.
Good second dart. Can he find another treble?
99.
No. So it's in the balance, this leg. A good visit here from King, but that blocks the treble 20. Excellent switch.
96.
Well, another of those would have been good.
Still just about in charge. Well, he's not in charge anymore.
Fabulous! James Wade oozing class there. A problem with the maximums? Not at all. And he finds it at exactly the right time, and it was this time in the first
93.
set when he found a way. Can he do it again, James Wade? This is where he's at his best.
He might go for 25 here. He's having to think about it. I think it's the right shot. Yeah, sensible shot.
105.
Now he's got the single-double combination, and knowing that he's going to have a clear run at tops because the 18, unlike the 60, won't block it.
60.
And if he pulls it low, it's pretty much a given he'll hit double 10.
No damage from King. 2 at tops for Wade.
the second
Only needs
set.
1. And after all the breaks, it's King that loses out again. He can't believe it. He's found himself 2 sets down because Wade has flown in and crunched the final leg, the shootout leg.
Well, it's going how many people expected it, in the sense of James Wade not playing to his best of his ability, but getting the job done.
And that's what he's proven over the years, James Wade. But Mervyn King has fought his way back from this deficit. Ryan Joyce was all over him, but he came back to win that match 3-2.
100.
Again against Raymond Smith. So count this man out and off at your peril, Mervyn King. He's too experienced, and he's been there and thereabouts for too long. to be underestimated even in this sort of situation. But he's chasing the world number 4.
Drops his set though, Merv. It's a long way back because 3 sets to 0 down with 2 of them against throw. James Wade licking his lips at the prospect of a semi-final spot and getting it done in double quick time.
Well, he's sensing an early break here, and the Maximums are raining down. An alley-pally for James Wade, down in his first couple of matches here this year. But he's finding them
93
exactly when he needs him, and the 1-2-1 treble 7.
14 now.
No, the big 14 there.
And having time to play around with finishes will concern Mervyn King. James Wade's a great finisher on them anyway, but if you give him time, he just lays up his favourite double. Mind, he's won 6 legs, 5 on double 10, 1 on double top. You expect this to go when it's a break, and then it is. 13 down, break and throw for James Wade. He's taking control of the quarter-final now.
Yeah, problems now for Mervyn King. Just playing with the flights on his darts. James Wade starting to up the average. And he keeps hitting that 3.
77.
Mervyn King.
Reminder. Prize money jump from this round to the next round as James Wade fires in his 4th match. So let's forget that stat about James Wade now. But yeah, the prize money jump is from £50,000 to £100,000, which is vital ranking money for both players.
Back-to-back maxes. Crowd love it. And a good last start from the machine. King has to get 2 trebles. It's not going to happen. So, wait for 2-0, 2-0. Yeah, beginning to look quite easy.
Yeah, having time, double 12 for the 101.
77.
Little roar of frustration and that little bounce again, but he'll be back, and these are worrying times for Merv King fans. But James Wade has upped it. His average in this set is around about 117. He's never really threatened any sort of standard like this throughout the match. So Wade for 2-0.
Beautiful from James Wade. More water for Mervyn King, who's beginning to feel hot and bothered up there. The earplugs in, trying as ever to play the board and do his own thing. Both of these two were here really early this morning, practicing from 9 o'clock. Consummate professionals, but it is Wade proving his class. Nice switch.
Got to hold that. So, look, he's starting to get a bit agitated with himself, Mervyn King. He's an experienced campaigner. He knows there's only 1 breakdown in this set, so just got to hold here. He broke James twice in the previous set, so
60.
So there, look at the stats there. The finish stats. It's a good game in terms of the finishing, but James Wade has done all the right things at the right time.
8-4, but look at the statistic that matters.
97.
2 sets in the bag. First to 5. King's just got to remember that he's beaten Wade on the last 7 occasions, including in October, the World Series, averaging, as Mark said earlier, 115 for a 6-0 whitewash. He can find the form, but he needs to get something going here.
34.
Wade, we'll forget about this leg. We'll just chuck this last one away. See how quick that one went. His head is now on throwing in the next leg for the 3-set lead. James Wade coming down, he knows 136 leaves the 170, but I'm sure his head is on the next leg. King has to find a break. He's got to find this first, but
goes on the 9, 50% on the outer ring for Mervyn King, and a leg he had to hold, but now he needs the break, or it's 3-0, and it's real danger for King.
But there's an opening. No treble in the opening visit. Merv's desperate to find one. Yeah, and he knows. It's not done and dusted yet, but he knows had a chance to sort of make James Wade think. And great visit. Solid from James Wade.
Yep, you can't give Wade a second chance. The 140, and he regains control of a leg King has to win.
100.
Just can't match him at the moment. Wade, who's had a slow start to his tilt at the Worlds this year,
100.
is beginning to find some form when it matters. Had that bye against Vincent van der Voort. People haven't really talked about him, have they? He sort of sneaked his way through.
He had a draw against the trio of Dutchmen. He had to play two of him. Ivanhoven and Clearmaker, the bye you mentioned. But yeah, people haven't talked about him because he hasn't played much. But they'll be certainly talking about him if he completes the job here, and then he's into a semi-final. He plays the winner of Michael Smith and Gedwin Price, the last quarter-final which takes place later on
Needed
tonight.
that third treble, really, King. Wade with a 141. Treble 19. So,
treble 14 with the last one.
So this, a real outside chance for Mervyn King. He cheesed himself up. Oh, and unlucky there with the first start. So Wade back
55
to seal the set. And it'll have two darts for a 3-0 lead. And it's there. And no break, and a smile, a wry one for Mervyn King, who's now got a bigger deficit than he's had at any time in the tournament. So, king of the comebacks, but this would be something else, and James Wade beginning to play really well now.
No disrespect to Ryan Joyce and Raymond Smith, but chasing down James Wade from 3-0 is a different task altogether.
60.
You called it earlier. You really fancied Wade, especially if he got the start.
Pinching them, I say pinch them. The timing of just grabbing those first two sets in the deciding leg. You win deciding legs, opposite ends of the scale. Mervyn King's feeling deflated, James Wade's feeling $1 million, and he's got a 2-set lead. It was only 6-4 in legs. You convert that in a match play, it's slender, but in sets it's massive, and it's allowing James Wade to have the shackles off here now, and he's in a rush to get this done.
Yeah, he's really relaxed. He's got a wonderful rhythm, Wade. And King,
43.
trebleless visits galore. Can't make any sort of dent on the machine.
28.
Well, that was a strange one. But if there's a time for a bad visit, when your opponent's on 3-1-7 and you're now on a finish, that was it.
97, judging 152.
No ton finishes yet in this encounter. And he can't take the 152, so it will be the setup, and that's what James Wade does expertly well.
James Wade only averaging 88 and a bit,
100,
but
he's
getting the job done. And 12 for tops, and Mervyn King waiting in the background and just expecting the call of game shot.
12.
Well, he'll be shocked to hear that.
You require 120.
A rare miss from Wade on the outer ring. The Shanghai. Oh dear. For Mervyn King.
73.
Story of his quarter-final tilt, really. And Wade has 3 more darts, 2 now.
He's on the first leg.
And he holds.
Second leg.
And it's becoming easy, this.
In cruise control now, James Wade, and the 5th leg in the first set. Yes, that hurt Mervyn King, but I think it's the second set that was dealt the real body blow, because he broke twice and he threw for the set as well and couldn't get it done. And James Wade, since then,
100.
has taken charge. He won the last set 3-1. He leads 1-0 here, and he's on his way to a semi-final.
King will fight on. He knows no other way. Given us so much over so many years. 11 BDO tournaments, 15 PDC Worlds for Mervyn King.
Easy.
And he'll keep chugging away, Mark.
Won't give up. He's been on the receiving end against James Wade of a massive comeback in the Masters final in 2014. Mervyn led 5-0, 9-2 and 10-6. So he's hoping at a similar comeback here. Obviously the other way round, but at the minute you just can't see it.
134.
Good darts there from King. Just got to hold, throw, and hope he can find a break. And does. Mervyn King levels it up in set number 4. But he needs something special, King.
First things first, he needs a break.
Oh, and that won't help at all. The unlucky bounce out, and he's furious there, but it's just not going his way.
Nudged the wire slightly, but breaks a thrower needed. He needs to grab one here. The average is not what you'd expect in a quarter-final, but James Wade won't be bothered about that. It's about the W.
King averaging higher, but 3 sets down. And he just whips those darts out of the board. Angrily, bewildered. He's been steamrolled here. And Wade finds a 3rd dart that just keeps him in front, and King can't pressure. Has to get another.
83.
I think he's frustrated at the minute, well, he is, but I wouldn't say he's giving everything 100% at the minute. He's letting the frustration get the better of him, because James Wade isn't playing a brilliant leg here, and there's still a chance Merv could break. A 140 gives him a real chance. A ton outside.
Here we go, Merv. A window, some light, a maximum. Will that put a smile on his face? He's down to 65.
And the focus from Merv there as well. The first start obviously helped.
34. Mervyn, you require 65.
This has to go. So, tops for King. 1 dart in hand. And everyone knows the importance of this.
45.
But it doesn't. It drifts way low. So Wade to hold. He's got the double 7.
13 he'll go now, I'm sure. 13 for double 10. Careless.
Oh, James Wade of the double 10. A match made in heaven. And King had the slightest of opportunities there. Now he's got to go back to trying to hold and stay in this 4th set. They've
got to hold here. and try and pinch the last leg. Give away that last one, especially after the 180 to leave the 65.
So advantage to King in another must-win leg.
99.
So, looking like it will go to a shootout, like in the first couple of sets. In this one, Wade will have the throw, but first King's got to tidy up. That's a good switch.
Good last one for Merv. Leaves the finish as well, but he got 6 on it, even a maximum, which is gone now. But James Wade again, concentrating on the next leg. And
167.
a sarcastic smile, but he'll be happy enough up there. 3 sets up, knows he's got the insurance of throwing for the 4-set lead.
65.
Couple of nice trebles for
23.
Wade to leave him 155 if King can't get out here, but should be 6 darts for Merv. But if he makes a hash of it,
70.
That's a good last start, Mark.
55.
So for parity,
Mervyn, you
in
require
the 4th
32.
set, just like in the first 2, 8-8 for King. 4-4. Just squeezes it in to the bottom of the bed. Much needed. So, over to Wade. What will the damage be?
90.
Good pick off in the last one. Important last start for Mervyn King. Got to make your opponent throw out for the set and just rallying the crowd. And if he could win this set, the crowd would really get involved then.
They're beginning to try and get behind him, the underdog from the Fens.
97.
Again, a lovely 3rd dart from Wade to keep his nose in front. I didn't need that, King. Got a good recovery, Mark.
Yeah, credit to him. When things aren't going your way and you held 1 first dart, it's easy to just start chucking him. But he's focused, Merv. He knows this is a big leg. This is kind of a match saver for Merv.
Can't find the visit he needed. And that ton 40 from Wade was excellent. The professional, all the experience, and sets it up.
97.
King needs 140 or a max and a prayer.
He's got it. He needed more. He needed more. James Wade.
70.
Time on the 17th. It's surely going 4 sets to 0.
Exquisite from James Wade. It's a drubbing. 4-0 up. That was the score against Martin Kleermaker. He needs a 5th, but at the moment, no bother for James. It's facile, it's easy, and he's almost there into his 4th semi-final at the Worlds. And for Merv, can he provide a miracle? Doesn't look like it. And that victory over Johnny Clayton, one of the best matches in many a year at Ali Pali. It's had everything, the world so far, and the best of all, Webby, the crowds.
Yeah, great to have them back, and we were obviously anxious.
100.
They may not survive the test of the tournament before Christmas, but they've made an impact, and they've impacted this man. They've got behind Mervyn King, and it'll be some rally
96.
from here. We have seen James Wade concede 5 sets in succession before. That was against Adrian Lewis in that semi-final, but this will be some turnaround. James Wade has got Mervyn King where he wants him. You'd expect him to finish the job from here.
He's got him hurt, hasn't he? And irritated. All King can do is to attempt to hold 3 times and get a set on the board at least. Won't want to be whitewashed, bageled, not have that 0 on a dream appearance at the quarterfinals for Mervyn. And that was a maximum which he needed. 7 in the match so far, 8 now. James Wade has provided plenty of his own after that question was asked. And now King to hold. Double 16 for Merv.
26,
not to be. No ton plus finish to date. And that won't change.
James has not needed any 10 plus finishes.
105.
Tidy's up, but
16.
Merv to hit the front. Comeback's got to start somewhere. There he goes. This would just be the story of the match for Mervyn King.
Change required 24.
Breaks King yet again. He cannot believe it. Dodgy in the doubles. He's almost got to laugh this off, Merv. He's had a great run at the Worlds this year, but it is seemingly all over now. Wade just 2 legs away
96.
from sealing the semi-final booth, the world number 4. Maybe King can relax now and just enjoy his darts. Or does he just want to get off there, Mark?
Well, he ain't going to enjoy this, Adam.
84.
There's no way he's going to enjoy his darts here now, unless there's some massive turnaround. And yes, you can say, we heard it, don't we? Oh, he's just going to let him go now, but you're 4 sets to 0 down,
60.
and you know you're not playing well. And to be fair, Merv has not played like he can. Merv could play so much better. He's averaged shy of 90 the whole tournament.
100.
Has just not had the answers this afternoon.
Yeah, 28 when he needed something really serious.
140.
And just a matter of time for Wade. Well, it's a shame, isn't it? We expected a close encounter, and it was for the first couple of sets, but Wade winning those last 2 deciding legs
41.
set the stall.
Yeah, and it's just been too comfortable. James Wade, and that last shot epitomised how comfortable it's been. He's been setting up shots, James Wade. You mentioned about no ton plus finishes in the match, but there's been no desperation for particularly James to have to take him, and he's 1 leg away now, and it's 14-7 in legs. It's dominant on every platform, and James Wade on his way to the semi-finals and not really breaking a sweat.
100.
7-0, the last 7 matches in favour of Mervyn King over James Wade. But it's set to be 5-0 on the stage where it really matters. At the Worlds, the Sid Waddell Trophy that Wade hasn't managed to get his hands on in 17 previous attempts. Is this the year?
100.
Probably the worst he's played statistics-wise in getting to a semi-final, James, but
100.
that won't matter. He's there. And is he finally going to tick the box of being a world champion?
Drops his darts for the first time. He's not really setting the standard, is he, compared to your Michael Smiths, your Gary Andersons, Peter Wright. They're going about their business. They're looking more impressive than Wade, but Wade's going to be the first to book his place in the last 4.
James Wade would have done it likely with only dropping 1 set, and that was to Mike Kaimanhoe in his first game. There's been a buy in there, but just doing the job, and what a way to seal it this would be.
This will be some finish. It's not going to go, so King will be back for Wade's favourite double.
45. Mervyn, you require 20.
Mervyn King still just about afloat.
Just about.
In this quarter-final, but James is not one to stall at the finishing line, even in tight matches, but when he's in complete control, he normally closes out. There's been the odd blip. The Scott Waits match in the Grand Slam final comes to mind, and generally James Wade gets out in front. James Wade wins.
Just got out in front, he's raced through this.
59.
Adam, even I'd fancy my chance at 4-0 and 2-1 in legs.
We'd like to see you back out there, Webby.
Hold that thought.
25.
Oh, Mervyn just wants to have this done and dusted. Accepted his fate.
$100.
Just solid from James Wade.
Match average an 87, James Wade, but
pretty poor, isn't it, really, at this stage?
Well, it is for the quarter-final, but it's about doing the job. James Wade has made a career on it, and
60.
He's been allowed the cruise control, the relaxed play, and hasn't needed that intensity, and Merv will be disappointed he hasn't performed. He'll be pleased with getting to the quarter-finals, but not the way it looks like he's going to exit the tournament. He knows he can be so much better.
He's already had 15 darts at this leg, James Wade. He's only on 124. King here, when he needs a treble and can't find it. So for the 1-2-4 for Wade.
It's not done yet, because Merv coming down on the 199, rounds off to a 10, so James won't get rid of the 1-2-4 now, so just set up for a ball, maybe gets the ball, so pressure on this now for Merv to stay in the World Championship.
There's been pressure the whole way through. It's not going to happen for Mervyn King,
40.
and this 3-match darts. Double 10, and he does it in his favourite bed. The King is dumped out of the palace. It's a whitewash from a revved up machine. Another crushing victory from the number 4 seed. Even if he hasn't found top form, he books his place in the semis here for the 4th time to face the winner of the Gerwyn Price Michael Smith late night matchup. James Wade can relax as he reminds us all that on this 18th PDC World appearance, he's still in it to win it. 5-0, the machine.